Alright, hey guys. So I just thought I'd get my gauge video over with, or, gauge stretcher plugs, whatever you want to call them. So they all come in different shapes and sizes. There's tunnels, which are hollow, and they're like circles in your ear, and they're, hollow, or they could be filled, whatever, like, just a whole, like, plug in your ear. And then there's, the pointy ones. Everyone calls them different names, so I'm just gonna call them the pointy ones. You guys are gonna argue over, no, they're stretchers, no, they're plugs, no, they're gauges, whatever. There's like they're big at the front and then they get smaller, so it's like a little icicle kind of looking thing, I guess. And then there's there's a whole bunch. There's ones that like circle around like a little serpent in your ear. I think those are really rad. Those are pretty cool. But here's the thing. First rule, you have to already have your ear pierced for a length of time. So if you want to stretch your ears, you already have to get it pierced for a couple months before you start stretching, or else it can get infected. So I started stretching in my summer from freshman year to sophomore year, and I did not know the rules. I did not know the sizes. I was totally unaware. I just saw a pair of lime green plugs that looked like they glow in the dark, and I was like, I want that. Those are cool. And so I stretched my ears, and I didn't know my mom would get mad. I didn't think she'd get mad, and she got pissed. So here's the thing. I suggest you have your ear pierced for a good 4 months before, but that's just precautionary. It could be 2 to 3 months. I don't know, but I suggest you stay. Wow, I look very pale. Anyway, yeah. Then you can start stretching. And I suggest you start with a 16 or 14 gauge, and the sizes from small to biggest, I will say them right now: 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 0, and then 00. The bigger the number is, the smaller the size is. So 16 is the smallest, and it's 14, and then, you get the picture. So, let's see. I started out with 8 gauge, and I was stupid, because my hole was the size of a needle, and that 8 gauge was like 6 needles, and that was bad. So, but now I'm a 9/16. I can fit like my pinky through it. They still stretch back. It's different for everyone, but they can still stretch back sometimes if you're careful. Do not stretch more than once in the same day. I did that, and I had a ringing in my ear, and I heard from a lot of people that you can lose your hearing if you overstretch your ears in one day. So be careful. Don't jump from size to size. I just say do it normally. Don't try and be cool, be that badass that says, I'm gonna go 00 straight from my stud. No, you're gonna rip your fucking ear and hurt yourself. Something bad's gonna happen. Then keep it clean, because it's gonna be smelly, and it's like the smell of rotting flesh. It's a gross, ugly smell, and it's never gonna go away for the rest of your life, ever. So clean it with like soap and water. I suggest you take the whole thing out. I suggest you do it during the shower, because then it's not that painful dry, like taking it out. It's like, it's moist, you can take it out and then wash it. So soak it in alcohol. I mean, first wash it with soap and water, and then I soak it in alcohol, and then I wash this with soap and water and put alcohol in it, and then I take the plugs out of the alcohol and put it back in my ear. I do that every night, because it smells gross every day. And I kind of wanted to downsize and go back to my studs, because I miss wearing like studs and hoops, but I love my gauges, and it's like all that hard work for not going back, I say not to go past 00 if you want your holes to close back. They may never close back normally if you pass 0. And for me, the zeros, which is smaller than 00, hurt way more than me stretching it to a 0. So yeah. You can get them at the swap meet, at your local mall. They have like those little vendors carts, where they sell like phone cases and candy and stuff. So you can buy them there. They're not that cheap, but they're not that expensive, There's glass ones, wood ones. I like wood ones because they're really cool. And there's serpent ones that are like circular in your ear. So yeah, that's about it. That's all I can say about gauges. You can maintain them very easily, and The only other thing I can think of is you might not be able to get a job if they're stretched a certain length, so make sure you, before you apply for a big time job you'd like to keep for a long time, or even if it's just like you need money but you want to keep it and maintain that job, make sure you ask about piercings and stretchers. See, I think mine aren't that bad. I had two jobs. Once I had two jobs at the same time during school, and that was hell. But I made through it, and I had all my AP courses and everything. But they didn't really say anything about my piercings. I think Target hurt. Most restaurants wouldn't want that because people don't want piercings around their food. So yeah. Any more questions on how to maybe hide them? I'm not sure, but I can improvise. So yeah, comment questions below and whatnot. I can make other videos if you want me to. Bye.